Hello everyone, this is Julia from Apelo, a very, very small non-profit from Spain. And we are so happy to count Alopecia UK between our great and dearest friends. All their work, the groups, the support, the big weekends, everything they do, Alton Towers, is such an inspiration, you have no idea. We work with no money, with no resources, but we just look up to you guys. What you've done, what you've accomplished is what we want to become one day. Apelo is forever thankful for the inspiration you give us, guys. You're so sensitive, you're so caring, the way you do stuff. We just want to be like you. And we want to say something, because you've been 15 years fighting the good fight, and we want to say... Happy birthday!
Oh, that was lovely.
Nice message.
So thank you so much to Julia for sending a birthday message. We first met Julia at our big weekend in Birmingham in 2017. She came over with her friend Lydia all the way from Barcelona and brought us some treats, if I remember as well, Jen. I think they were very yummy. And then coming to the Alopecia UK big weekend inspired them to get their own organisation up and running in Spain. And we've been providing some support with that. And we were delighted when Julia and Lydia returned to our big weekend in Bristol. This is the photo that's on the screen. That was in 2019. I believe that was a year ago. And they brought more attendees with them and took the dance floor by storm with their blue tutus.
They did.
So yeah, thank you for that, Julia. A nice memory.
Can I just say two things? One, I have coriander stuck in my teeth, and it's disgusting, and I can keep tasting it. And two, I don't know if people know this, but the last person to talk before a video comes on is the person that appears in the corner of the screen. And of course, it had to be me throughout that. So all throughout that, I was sat there being like, trying to be like really chilled about it, and I was the one in the corner of the screen. It's horrible.
That's why you ask a question before it goes off, and then someone has to answer. You're not going to be on. That's what I plan to do anyway.
Practical. Practical. Very good. Nice. I think it's me now, isn't it? Right. So now we have a special guest interview. So well known for her stint on MTV show X on the Beach. And we have Zaralina Jackson, who is a dressmaker from Preston. Just this year, Zaralina began with alopecia areata, and losing all of her hair in just 5 weeks, she made the brave decision to unveil her new look to her 205,000 plus Instagram followers. And she is now experimenting with all of the new looks that alopecia can allow. And she is here with us now, and I am going to bring it in. Ta-da! If it works. Hello.
Hi, I think I've done it right.
If you can turn it the other way on, and then...
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah, then we can see you. Thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah, just recovering from this cold, but I'm all right apart from that. Yeah, are you all right?
Yes, I think we're all good. Naomi's just recovering, I think, from the coriander.
I saw that. I was cringing.
Oh, it's disgusting. I feel
coriander. It's not my kind of thing at all.
good. I'm glad you feel me on this.
Yeah, I'm feeling. Yeah, I don't think.
Well, thank you for joining us, Zara. So you've had quite the journey with alopecia, really, and speaking about it publicly so soon as well. How has that been for you?
It's been, I mean, it's been a roller coaster, really. Emotions. I mean, everyone with alopecia will know you have good days, you have bad days, and it's just about going easy on yourself and accepting yourself and almost loving yourself no matter what you look like. But going public with it was actually quite endearing for me. I quite enjoyed it. The reaction that I got has been incredible, and the amount of people that have reached out, male and female, just saying, you know, I've got it, I've had it since I was 10, or I've had it recently, or even as quickly as me with 5 weeks. It's just been so nice to connect with other people that are in the same boat, and to experience the emotions with other people that have experienced it, because it's really difficult for others to understand until they actually experience the journey of hair loss. Whether it's from alopecia or obviously having chemotherapy, which I've had a mixture of both contact me really. But yeah, it's been really emotional, but like almost like it's helped me build thicker skin. It's quite a strange way to explain it.
Yeah, I think we do hear that a lot actually. It's it's a challenging thing, but then yeah, I think you kind of build yourself up again as well. So what was the reaction from all of your Instagram followers when you very first posted about it and things?
Incredible. Well, I literally posted from day one of losing my hair. I mean, I didn't realise obviously how bad it was going to get, because it started with a patch at the front of my head, and obviously now I'm completely bald, but I've lost like eyelashes, body hair, my eyebrows, I've just had them microbladed. So I've actually shared the whole of my journey on Instagram. I just feel like it's really important when you've got a platform to be as real and honest as you can, because we live in a world that is given out like it's perfect, and it's far from perfect. No matter what you're dealing with in life, there's always something that someone is dealing with, and a lot of it happens behind closed doors. But with alopecia being such a taboo subject, I wanted to try and create an image around it that's fashion and unique and not something to be ashamed of. I know I'm sat here wearing a wig, but I have posted pictures being bald, and I do videos bald and tutorials with wigs like that. So it's just a journey really.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible really that to have because it's psychologically a challenging thing, and I think to have done it publicly, I think it's just incredible, and I think it's a fantastic thing that you've done to do it so publicly and share that journey. And yeah, like it's an amazing thing that you've done.
Thank you. That was it. My life is very public. So I feel like when I made the decision to share it, I mean, initially I did think, do I come off social media altogether? Which would have been no. I am who I am, and I'm prepared to face it. So, when I decided to put it public, it was very much of, everyone's got to see that the more people accepted me and the more I was accepting the fact that people could see it, the more I dealt with it. It's very bizarre. It's the opposite of what everyone else has said from it, really. But yeah.
Oh wow! And obviously the media picked up on it as well. Has that been a positive or a negative?
God, it was crazy. No, it's been a massive positive. I mean, you get the odd idiot that passes judgment and says the odd joke, but that is just like probably 2 in 1,000. So it doesn't even touch the sides really as far as affecting me. It's just I just laugh it off really. If anything, I just screenshot it and put it on my Instagram, and then they just get abused anyway for the being idiots. So it doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, it's definitely a situation I never thought I'd find myself in. I think until you're faced with alopecia, you actually don't have any knowledge of it, and that's what I want to change.
And I was going to ask that actually. Had you even heard of alopecia before you started with it? Did you?
I'd heard of it. Yeah, I had, but I mean, you don't even think about it. It's not something that you think will happen to you, unless you've obviously genetically had it from a young age. At 28, the last thing I thought I'd be dealing with in this year after Corona and everything was losing all my hair. It's been very, big shock to the system. But that's why, like I said, I am hoping to raise as much awareness as possible, because when it does hit you at a random age and you don't have much information about it, it is the scariest situation. Like, you don't know what it is, what's happening to you. I mean, even though everyone's alopecia journeys are different, I'm hoping that if the more awareness and steps that I can help people take, the right steps rather than going into the wrong directions, because there's cowboys out there that will tell you they can give you the hair back and they can't. Yeah, it's just helping as much as I can really, and people help me in return as well.
Yeah, fab. So what are the different ways, do you think then, that losing hair, what do you think are the different ways that it's impacted on your life?
Initially, I think the biggest impact was with my partner. I think I've been with him for a year and a half, and I think for anyone, hair is a feminine, you know, we're girls, aren't we? Girly, it's like your boobs and anything else that makes you feel feminine. And I think my initial worry was, I can handle it, can he handle it? Is he going to still find me attractive? I mean, he loves all the wigs that I put on. If anything, now I keep a wig on at night and he's like, babe, just take your wig off, like, be comfortable. I'm just like, you sure? But it is, you know, you want to feel, I mean, it's like anything when you get in a relationship and you have your makeup off for the first time. That's quite a scary thing, you know, not wearing makeup and being natural. So not wearing hair and being bald is even more of
Another step.
but yeah, that was my first worry really about my relationship.
Yeah, which I think is a natural worry for a lot of people, but it's amazing how they can just take it in their stride, and people just get used to kind of a look, don't they? And then especially with alopecia, I think you get used to like lots of different looks. Like you could see in your picture, you started with we got some wigs and stuff.
I just did some more content today actually, because I'm actually getting contacted by a lot of companies now saying, we want to work with you on a promo, but I don't want you to wear a wig. I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's a compliment or not. You don't want me to wear a wig. Okay, you want me to be bold. Okay, that's fine. Strange, but it's a big compliment. I don't take anything the wrong way, and the more I see pictures of myself without the hair and, you know, looking attractive and feeling attractive, the more I actually find it as an attractive feature rather than something that I should hide from, which is also good. Yeah,
and so it's changing our own perceptions, isn't it, of what we think of
the
how
big thing with alopecia is with yourself. 100%. It's with yourself. It's accepting yourself. It's loving yourself. Unfortunately for me, with my lifestyle, a lot of my self-acceptance and self-worth comes from that platform, from Instagram, because, you know, it's my job daily. I'm on it probably 5 hours a day, which is so unhealthy. But, you know, it is getting that recognition and being accepted for who you are. So it does help when I've had the support that I've had from it, definitely.
And it's interesting that people are then contacting you, want you to not wear wigs. So it's kind of like, you've got this uniqueness now, but then you can also play around with it as well. With
yeah, I mean, listen, wigs are so fun, and I've been so lucky that I've been actually gifted so many wigs to play with and work with, because I have generated quite a big alopecia following, and the girls do want recommendations, and that's fantastic. You know, I want to find them the best quality wigs at the cheapest price, because I know they're not cheap. So the support, everything's just been amazing, and the fact that the brands that I'm working with aren't put off. If anything, you know, they're more like, oh well, let's do some bold content. That's brilliant for me. That's even better.
Yeah, amazing. So it's still fairly on, but what are the positives then that you're taking from your whole alopecia experience at this point in time?
When I look back at when I had hair, my confidence was actually worse then than it is now. It's quite a bizarre thing. I feel like it does toughen you up. It's definitely made me less narrow-minded when it comes to things about myself. And you know, I feel like that's one of the best things I can take so far from the journey. Obviously, I'm at very early stages, and I don't know. No one can predict the future with alopecia. I don't know if it's going to come back. If it's going to come back and then fall out again. God forbid if that happens. I know it does though. But yeah, I'm just hoping that if anything, it can give me a new unique identity and help other people come out of their shells, post pictures. I've been encouraging girls to post pictures on Instagram, and I've been reposting anyone who does, which is fantastic. Like, I get really excited when I see people posting for the first time bald. I'm like, yes, go on. So that's my goal now, really, raising awareness and helping other people feel accepted.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you very, very much for coming along and chatting with us today. It's been fab to chat with you and lovely to meet you, and I'm sure that we'll be hearing more from you soon. It's been really an inspiring story, and the way that you've dealt with all this, it's really been good to see. So
own journey, and everyone's done amazing. Like, obviously I don't know as much about everyone else's journeys just yet, but everyone that experiences alopecia have their own story, and it's all the same battle that we're fighting. So it's endearing to speak to everyone.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. And I think
Thank
we're
you.
going to go now to a few more birthday messages. So thank you.
See you later.
Sarah.
Right, everybody. Unfortunately, my
Hello, I am Anita Takane. I'm the consultant dermatologist at Gloucester and Cheltenham, and I'm also a hair specialist and the president of the British Hair and Nail Society. I've known Alopecia UK charity for many years through their dedication and commitment to the patients. The support you provided at the hair loss priority setting partnerships allowed us to identify key targets for hair loss for future, or to focus on research. Alopecia UK went on to fund many exciting projects. This year, Alopecia UK is providing a generous grant for 4 more projects. Well done, Alopecia UK, and thank you.
My name is Maria Gartha. I'm part of the team, the hair specialist team in Gloucestershire. I felt very honoured to be part of your big weekend in Bristol last year. I've seen firsthand what an amazing charity you are. You provide a huge amount of support for so many children and adults suffering with alopecia, as well as support for their families through education, support groups and workshops.
Hello, I'm Dr. Pramila Belkola, specialty doctor in dermatology. I started working in Gloucester relatively recently, and I do hair clinics here. It was my alopecia patients who said when they were in severe depression because of alopecia universalis, even troubled by their own families and unable to go to work because of lack of confidence. It was you that have pulled them from the depths of depression and filled them with confidence and made their life satisfactory in many ways. They know what's required. This itself shows your commitment, dedication, and the incredible efforts you're putting in to help people with alopecia. Well done, and thank you from our side and on behalf of all of our.
Thank you, and happy birthday!
I wish I got some party poppers now. Thanks for that birthday message. That was lovely to hear. Are you okay there, Tom? Are you having some technical problems?
yeah, you know what? My slides have disappeared. It's really weird. Like, it's just this. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, it's almost like I was going to go to you, Tom, and ask you who's next up in the Face Your Food
really
Fizz
weird.
challenge.
So weird. Must be
You're
some,
saying
like,
your slides are gone, so we've got no way of knowing who it is.
mad technical difficulties, you know. I don't know what it is. Everything was fine up until this slide. It just says stall on.
Oh, right. I
Um,
mean, you say that, but there's obviously 4 more of us, and we do have our slides. So
that's weird. Google Drive. I mean, I'll look into it. Let me just Google it real quick. Why is my slide? So
you're up.
The next Face Your Face is yours truly, and nobody. I would never say this, but if we could maybe, well, we can't not do it. If we do it more, then I might have to skip out of doing it, and we can go straight on to Amy and Jen. That's it. That's the way that we're gonna get
Not how
round
it
it.
No,
works.
Tom,
No.
we're all having to face our fears, I'm
Okay.
afraid. And
Okay.
I understand yours is pickles. Is that correct?
Gherkins, yeah. It's not a good look for me. Gonna be eating one of those. So basically, if we reach the next £100 by the next section, I am gonna. Wait, hang on. What's this? If it's my what? Wait, hang on a second. I have literally just read this. Apparently, if it gets doubled, I've got to drink some of the brine. This is like malt vinegar.
Brine.
Brine. It's like pickle brine. It's lovely. It's actually good for you. Has health benefits.
Really? Go on, list them.
Jen will be all
List
over this.
them.
I think it's one that's good for your gut bacteria is pickles and pickle brine. So there you go. It's a nice thing to try. So yeah, if we get an extra £100 onto our fundraising total by the end of this session, Tom's eating a gherkin. If by any chance we manage to bring in £200 by the end of this little section, Tom's also going to have a little bit of a sip of the brine from the jar because he's a good egg and he's going to help us out.
I don't appreciate these pickle gifts as well in chat. I don't appreciate that, Emma. I don't appreciate it.
Am I the only one that actually genuinely loves gherkins and I would gladly sit in front of a telly with a jar of them?
I'd rather eat a butter sandwich with loads of coriander, ketchup, not a prawn 'cause I'm vegetarian, but the blue cheese and, you know, just to avoid the gherkin. But okay.
Well,
do your worst, Facebook.
If you want to see Tom meet his pickle fate, you can help us get to the increased totals by the end of this session by donating via text using the text code behind me. Text AUK5 to 70085 to donate £5, or you can text that 5 to a number of your choosing. Text costs the price of your donation plus the cost of a standard rate message. Alternatively, you can visit our appeal page and leave a donation that way. Naomi has just added the link in the comments below. Also, if you add a donation to any of the fundraising pages of our AUK 15 for 15 champions, that money will also be added to our appeal total too. So there's lots of ways to hopefully get Tom in a pickle.
£200. It's a pretty sweet deal.
Oh,
there you go.
No,
Sounds good.
No, that's terrible.
Nah.
Terrible.
Okay, I'll think of some more.
Yeah.
I've got onion jokes if we had onions, but I've got lots of them. But okay, let's stop. Let's stop. This is why I might not be back for the next stream. They won't allow it. Okay.
Now over to Naomi for another birthday champions update.
So just another recap. This September for Alopecia Awareness Month and Alopecia UK's 15th birthday, we recruited over 100 birthday champions who've been raising lots of awareness and funds for Alopecia UK. So before some more champion shout outs, I have some more champion facts. I'm laughing in my head because I was going to sing champion facts again, and then I was like, no, don't do it.
Got to do it.
Champion
facts.
Champion facts.
Yeah, champion facts. Yeah, it's going to be number one. You just wait.
The jingle of the year.
Alopecia UK, we're here for people affected by all types of alopecia, and we thought we'd take a look at the breakdown of our birthday champions by type of alopecia. So the majority of our birthday champions have alopecia areata, which is the same as myself, with that type applying to 36 of our champions, closely followed by 32 champions with alopecia universalis and 12 with alopecia totalis. 3 of the birthday champions had androgenetic alopecia and 2 had a type of scarring alopecia. In addition, we had 16 champions who were supporting loved ones with a type of alopecia, mainly parents of some superstar kids. So, Tom, time for some more birthday champion thank yous.
We have Jane, Gemma, Jenny, Jessica, Jen. I missed a Jen, but we're going back to Joe, Joanne, Jonathan, Julie, Kate, Katie, Kelly, Kerry, Christina, and Laura.
Woo!
Yeah.
Another seamless one.
Seamless.
Nice.
Seamless is the word. Okay, whenever we do a stream, it's
always seamless. So we've been really blown away by the creativity of some of our birthday champions and their awareness and fundraising ideas. Firstly, one of our very own charity trustees, Karen, asked her family and friends for donations for 15 original paintings, some of her own and some from her art class. Everyone was very generous, and Karen has raised over £500. So well done to Karen. And we also have Kerry, who is mum to Daisy, who have been doing 15 different activities / exercises for 15 days in September, also while wearing their very fetching AUK t-shirt. And Daisy has raised over £50. So well done, Daisy. Next up, we've got Oscar, another one of our top fundraisers. And based on the 15 for 15 theme, Oscar and his dad set themselves the challenge to roller skate, scoot and cycle 150 kilometres in the month of September. He's absolutely smashed his fundraising target, raising over £1,000. So a really big well done to Oscar there as well. And now for something completely different, we have Leslie, who has been photoshopping her face onto famous bald celebrities and sharing them on social media, as well as doing wider alopecia awareness posts. She has raised £190, and here is Leslie as Captain Jean-Luc Picard. So thank you, Leslie. And then we also have Tom, who has used the 15 for 15 theme and challenged himself to walk 15 kilometres 15 times throughout September. And we're really delighted to have Tom join us now.
I was trying to be more seamless there. Just that video. Are you there, Tom? Yay!
Hi.
Awesome.
Hey,
Hi, Tom.
everybody. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to see you. How are you doing, Tom? How are your legs with all of this walking?
Yeah, they're doing all right. I had a walk this afternoon and another one in a couple of days, and then I've got 2 more to the end of the month. But yeah, my legs are holding up all right at the moment.
Well done with all of keeping up with it and keeping going. It's quite a distance to do so many of, especially within the space of a month.
Thanks.
So when did you start with alopecia, Tom, and what type of alopecia do you have?
So it was about 2.5 years ago. I had a little patch on the back of my head just appear, which my hairdresser first noticed. And then it probably took about 3 or 4 months, and got the size of about a 50p piece, and then had a couple of smaller patches appear, and then my leg hair started going and my eyebrows started going. So after about a year and a half, I think all my hair had fallen out, and so now I've got alopecia universalis.
Wow.
It's taken about 2 years from lots of hair to no hair at all.
Yeah. And in what ways do you feel like alopecia is it impacted in your life at all, or what's been the impact for you of having alopecia?
Well, it's been all right, to be honest. It was a bit difficult to begin with when I had to shave all my hair off, and that was a bit difficult. But family and friends have been very supportive, and I've taken to it quite well. I've sort of had the feeling that there's worse things to have than not having hair, and look on the bright side of life, and I've taken to it quite well, really.
Yeah, and so you've been doing a brilliant job of raising some awareness. So part of our birthday champion role this month was to not only set yourselves a fundraising challenge and fundraising target, but you've been doing lots of awareness as well. I see on your Instagram account and Facebook, I think, as well. Have you been sharing all the posts and with friends and family? And
yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I'm doing 15 walks, and then the other 15 days I'm posting one of the facts about alopecia, just to alternate day by day. And it's been nice just to educate some friends and family who know I've got alopecia but don't know too much about the ins and outs of it. So I've had a few comments by people who say, "Well, I didn't know that, and I didn't know this." So it's been nice to for people to know more about it.
Has there been any surprise reactions or anything that stood out to you from doing some of the awareness?
Yeah, I had a message from a school friend who I hadn't seen for like 10 or 11 years, who messaged me out of the blue just to say, it's great what you're doing, and that she has had alopecia, and her dad's got it as well. So she donated some money for me, so that was quite nice to hear, from someone I haven't seen in ages. And but no, a lot of comments and donations from family, friends, and friends of friends who support me.
And I think that's what's been quite interesting this month, actually. It's the first time we've kind of done such a large thing and getting everybody to try and post all the awareness to friends and family. And one thing I've noticed is that sometimes you don't realise just the people who can be in your networks that also have alopecia might not have spoken about it. And when that one person does sort of speak out, and then they kind of go, oh, and they contact. I think I even had a friend that messaged me, and she'd been having getting alopecia areata for the last 4 years, and I was like, I didn't even know, and she'd never mentioned to me, but because I started putting the posts out, and I think she'd not made the connection actually, and so it's interesting to have those people message out of the blue, and I think it's why it's been such an important job for all the birthday champions this month to do that awareness bit as well.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, and I work on a shop, and a few of my customers have sort of come in and asked me. When I was first losing my hair, I've had a few customers come up to me and say that they've got alopecia and taken their wig off for me, and I've never known that they've worn a wig for like so many years. And yeah, I've had a few people who have spoke to me about it and revealed that they know people and have had it as well.
Wow. And so how overall have you found the experience of being a birthday champion?
Yeah, it's been really good. That's the first ever contact I've had with the charity, and it's the first time I've been involved with the charity. So I saw your post on Facebook, and I thought, why not? Might as well raise a little bit of money for you guys. And very lucky to live close to the countryside, so I thought I'll go on some long walks, and if I do 15 of them, that'll be a bit more of a challenge for me.
And have you been speeding up as you've been going along?
I've been slowing down. Yeah. My legs and my feet are a little bit worse for wear, but I've only got a few more to do now. So,
well,
yeah.
of your walks have looked absolutely beautiful. Some really fantastic countryside. Whereabouts are you? Is it down south?
I'm in Ipswich in Suffolk.
Ipswich, okay. Looks
Yeah.
beautiful around there. Really nice.
Yeah, I've had some lucky, nice weather. A little bit of rain today, but yeah, some nice villages I've never been to before, and nice just to get out in the sunshine.
And what's been helping you through the month?
Just people's donations keep coming in. Whenever I post a story or a facts about alopecia and about my walks, a few more donations trickle in, and I think I'm up to about £600 now. So I'm just so, I thought I'd get about 150, maybe 200 if I was lucky from some close friends and family, but to get 600, I was like, yeah, it's really good.
Amazing, yeah. And I think I heard there's a bit of Ben and Jerry's helping you through as well. Is that right?
No, of course, yeah, you've got to have some Ben and Jerry's.
Well, fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Tom. You've been a brilliant birthday champion, and we've been really pleased to have you involved with our Birthday Bonanza campaign and helping us to meet that team target. So thank you very, very much. And thank you for coming to this evening as well. It's been nice. Nice to speak to you all. Thank you. And so I think we now have some birthday message from our American friends.
Happy birthday, Alopecia UK. I'm Gary Sherwood, Communications Director for the National Alopecia Areata Foundation, and I'm so proud of the close working relationship between our two foundations. Why, just this year, Jen Chambers joined us in presenting to the headquarters of a major pharmacy chain in which we discussed the state of medical hair loss, both in the United States and in the UK. Jen and I also had the opportunity to represent our two organizations at the Global Skin Conference in Milan, Italy last year. The UK alopecia community is so lucky to have you. What you do is nothing short of amazing. And again, have a great 15th birthday.
Alopecia UK is turning 15 this September. And it's funny because I remember being 15, and this was before I'd gotten alopecia, and it was a time in my life when I cared so much what other people thought. It was crippling. And I wanted to look like them. I wanted to be like them, especially the popular kids. And it was sort of tragic because I never fit in. And then you fast forward maybe 20, 25 years later, and I'm in the middle of my music career, and I developed alopecia, and I'd never even heard of the word before. And I had to completely redesign who I thought I was, how I saw myself in the world. And it was really, really hard. I'm not gonna lie, it was very, very hard. But through that process, I learned to really be strong and to be okay with being different, to be okay with being who I am. And I think that's the most important thing. So happy birthday to them, and you stay strong and keep up the great work.
Hi everyone, greetings from San Diego, California. My name is Mary Marshall, and I'm the creator of International Alopecia Day, which was just celebrated worldwide for the 11th year. As IAD has grown over the years, I've greatly appreciated the support of Alopecia UK. And every year I look forward to receiving your photos for the UK section of my annual video project. My connection with the UK goes way back to the year my husband and I lived in Norwich while he was on sabbatical, and we've been back a number of times to visit dear friends there. Fortunately, one of those times coincided with the Alopecia UK Big Weekend in Birmingham in 2017, and it was great to meet people I'd only known online and make new friends as well. So, happy 15th birthday, Alopecia UK. Keep up the good work.
Thank you to Gary from NAF for sending his birthday message. We understand that the National Alopecia Areata Foundation have a big birthday themselves next year. They turn 40. And thank you to Nell Bryden for her words, and thank you to Mary Marshall, not just for sending us a birthday message, but also for all her alopecia awareness efforts over the years. A quick reminder of why we're here tonight. It's our Alopecia UK's big birthday bash, and we're celebrating 15 years of the charity. For anyone that doesn't know us, we're a charity working to improve the lives of those affected by alopecia through our aims of support, awareness and research. Tom, remind me, whose food fair challenge is it in this session?
Sorry, let me just check the emails. Section 3. I don't know. Again, that's really weird. We need to sort something out, perhaps. It's me, unfortunately. But I'm feeling confident that I won't be drinking or eating anything. Or are you going to prove me wrong?
Well, I was just going to ask Jen, how are we doing for time? Have we got time to go to some messages here, or do I need to tell Tom how we're doing on the fundraising?
We're only a little bit behind, so...
No. Well, let's have a look at chat anyway. Let's see what everybody's been up to. Let's see what
talk about deflecting.
Saying. Yeah, we'll be a bit later. We're not finished till midnight, everybody. So we've got who we got? Damon's still lurking. I don't like the fact that Damon's lurking in chat. It just makes me nervous.
Agreed.
Zach seems to think it's me that I'm going to be doing this. Nope. Sorry, no. Sorry, Chloe picked Tom for our donation. Oh, thank you very much appreciated. But I say that with all the sincerity in the world. Thank you guys for speaking. This is from Tom. Oh, Tom, it's nice to meet you and nice to speak to you. You did really well on that. Enjoy the pickles. We'll see, won't we? I guess. If you want to defleur, I mean, you are a Tom. We could swap. You know, if you've got any pickles, you could be the Tom and eat some pickles. Maybe not. Damien, I will be smelling. I will be smirking when you eat that gherkin. Well.
Smirking when you eat the gherkin. I like that.
Yeah, I like rhymes. Wish we could do them all the time. Right.
I think it's time for me to give you an update, Tom. So before your section, the fundraising total had got to £30,302. We needed it to increase by £100 for a gherkin, £200 for a gherkin and some brine. I'm delighted to say that the total is now £30,552. Tom, open the pickles.
Love that pickle juice.
Pickle, I got a pickle.
Yeah, we got Tom.
Oh.
We can open that jar, Tom.
Oh.
Smells like a great vintage.
Like anyone's challenge.
You going for the brine first?
No. I need something to wash it down with.
Don't know why I'm laughing. I know what's coming next.
Oh wait,
Pickle's
yeah,
got
I'm gonna.
like all blue with your background.
Like a little pickle.
What do you mean a little pickle? This is what the pickles came. Don't be like making pickle jerk.
It looks like a little pickle. You can get much bigger ones, is what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, I didn't specify your type of how big your blue cheese should have been when they made it. Right, I'm just gonna eat it. Guys,
John, Tom.
Please don't.
Jackie in the comments going, drink the brine, drink the brine.
Oh my God, it's worse than I thought.
Oh, it's a crunchy pickle.
Nice.
Sweet, delicious pickle.
It was like the bite wasn't bad, but the inside is worse. Who eats these for pleasure?
Me! I love them.
Oh,
I'll come and get the jar from you afterwards.
Oh, I can't believe I got to drink it.
Yeah,
Hannah says she looks like I just started watching right at the right time. We've got some more pickle gifts going in the comments. I'm liking that.
Nice. We really want to see you drink some brine now. Come
feel
on,
quite
Tom.
ill after you know.
My mum says that's a cocktail gherkin.
She's not wrong. It says it on jar. She knows her gherkins. Right, anyway.
Gherkins.
Cheers.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got a drink handy, Tom.
Oh, it's so much funnier when yours is done.
Oh God.
Oh, my breath stinks.
Can we all remember that no one's been sick yet? And I've got this lined up for next.
I don't know. Maybe later on, you guys might be getting a message later. You did this to me.
Well, I really enjoyed that, Tom. Particularly the crunch of the pickle.
Yeah, that was a good sound effect.
How does it taste good?
I think it's now time for some more birthday messages.
It is.